thrown away out of bounds. That turnover, first of the night for the Lady Cats. They'll put full court pressure on Iowa on the inbound play at the end line. And they come to Piper Moore in the backcourt. They'll go right wing to Holloway. Now to the center of the court. Got to get it across. They do across the timeline. Ball tipped out of bounds off of Cameron Wagner. It'll be Iowa ball on the far sideline. They'll play it in the deep corner. 1 minute gone in the contest. Iowa scoring first here at the Burlington home court. Good pressure by the Lady Cats. Phillies get it inbound, take it over the top. They put it in the hands of Carson. She's at the top of the circle now, gives it back on the left wing. They'll set with the dribble, goes right side to Moore. She looks inside, puts the ball on the floor, dribble drives to the hoop, up and in for Carson, and she sends the Phillies on top 4-0. Lady Cats down court quickly on the far side. Young spin move in the lane. Soft shot up and down. Nice job. Kirsten Young got the drop step and went in for the bucket for the first score of the night for the Lady Cats here at the 6:15 mark. Across the timeline. Picked up the dribbler at the top of the circle. Ball's loose, and Julia Gilman picks it up for the Lady Cats. She's going to come out one-on-one, break down court. On the drive to the bucket, she's fouled, and Julia will go to the line for the Lady Cats to shoot a pair. That whistle and foul back on defense. Number 10 is Ellie Carson. She'll pick up her first personal foul as Julia Gilman sets to the line for the Lady Cats. Julia's first free throw hard off of the back of the rim. Couldn't make the connection, but she'll be there for a second personal. Coach Carlson talking with the near side official. She is a very active coach. And as Julia scores her first point, it's a 3-4 margin. Iowa on top here. We've played 2 minutes here at the Burlington Lady Cat home court. Across the timeline on the right-hand side. Little push off by Moore. Cleared her position. Now back down the middle on the layup. No good as Camry Wagner boards it out for the Lady Cats. Up court quickly. Gilman pushes it ahead to Debley. Bank shot home. Ashlyn Debley gets the score and puts the Lady Cats in the lead as they've gone on a 5-0 run here. In the backcourt against that man-to-man pressure press. Debley tips the ball away. It's loose, and Gilman comes out of there with it. Clears it right side to Young. She's set. That three ball hard off the rim won't go. Chasing down in the far corner. Cameron Wagner comes up with the ball for the Lady Cats. Now out to Young again behind the arch. Her three is off the mark and are rebounded away by Iowa. Philly's doing a good job of rebounding down in the paint off the missed shot attempts. They'll bring it up, look down into the low post. Turnaround shot is blocked by Debley. Got up good with that left hand for the block. Slaps it away, and the Cats bring it up court. They'll feed it to Debley in the paint low. Turn around the left-hand hook, and it's up and in. Ashlyn Debley, good footwork down low. As we have a timeout on the floor. Iowa calling a timeout to try to stop this 7-0 run. The Lady Cats have gone on to take that lead 7-4. We're going to take a 1-minute timeout and be back with Lady Cat basketball on the Dawg.
The Appliance Store in Burlington has a large selection of Whirlpool, Maytag, and KitchenAid appliances, along with Speed Clean washers and dryers, and is your headquarters for #1 voted Green Mountain pellet grills. The Appliance Store also has Oric vacuum cleaners, bags, parts, and service what they sell, with a great selection of appliance parts on hand. The Appliance Store at 602 South 4th Street in Burlington thanks you for supporting local business and is a proud supporter of local athletics.
Hi, kids. It's Timmy the Tooth. Have you been to see your dentist lately?
Visiting the dentist doesn't have to be that frightening. It's all about which dentist you choose. At the office of Rick Smith DDS in Gridley, they offer individual comfort care for all ages. From grandparents to grandchildren, you will receive a comfortable and pleasant process. Give Rick Smith DDS a call today at 620-836-2015.
Back to court
courtside with your voice of the Wildcats, Jim Hills on 97.7 The Dog.
Welcome back to Burlington Lady Cat basketball here on the Dog tonight. And Iowa coming out of that timeout with a set play. They get the score and narrow it to a 1-point margin, 7-6. But the Lady Cats come back with the score. Jara Thorpe just checked into the lineup. She goes to the hoop, count that basket, and she'll be at the line to shoot the free throw. A three-point shot attempt the old-fashioned way. 4:10 stopped on the clock here as Thorpe steps up. Hits the free throw. She's got 3 now, and the Lady Cats up to a 4-point margin. Their biggest of the night, 10-6. But out on the breakout, down court with the layup shot, no good. Too hard on the action, and the Lady Cats will board it away. Young up court. Feeds it into Debley in the paint. Turnaround shot off the board. No good. Gets her own rebound. Back up for a shot. It's blocked away. And the Phillies will control. Ashlyn Debley taking strong moves into the hoop for the Lady Cats. Ball out on the wing. High overhead for the Phillies. They look inside. We've got a foul. That's going to be Jara Thorpe playing defense with her hands, and she is whistled for her first personal. Iowa will play it in underneath their own inline, out on the far wing. And a steal on the inlet pass. Grace Kuhlman had just checked in at the break. She gets the steal, and here come the Lady Cats. Kirsten Young stops from 12. Shot away is no good. Rebounded off to Ellie Carson for the Phillies. They'll bring it up trailing 6-10 to the Lady Cats here as we approach the 3-minute mark. We're in the first quarter of play here on the home opener for the Lady Cats tonight. Spin the ball out at the top of the circle in the hands of Holloway. She looks over the top, can't go on the inside move. She'll pass and go through the middle, comes out the opposite side. On the wing, gets the ball on the return. Looks for a driver down the paint, but she hop-stepped. That's a turnover, and the Lady Cats get the ball back in hand. Ready to check back in is Camry Wagner for the Lady Cats. Also, Julia Gilman back in the lineup as number 13, Michaela Bycroft, checks in for Iowa. Also set to check in number 21. Didn't get here in time for this, but the next stop clock, she'll be in. But the score moves up as Julia Gilman hits one from the deep corner. A three-pointer up for Julia and her 4th point of the night. Cats' biggest lead now, 13-6. But we've got a turnover, and it goes right back to the Lady Cats. Morrison is in the lineup now as Paige Sawyer will play it in the backcourt to Gilman. Julia brings it across the timeline, works to the left side, finds Thorpe. She'll dribble over the top of the circle. Down the lane and a block shot stripped off the top. Nice move there by Michaela Bycroft for the Phillies. They'll pick up the dribble, come to the left wing, looks over the top, puts it back into the hands of Carson. They'll set right wing now. Oh, Thorpe tipped it away, chases it, but tipped out of bounds. Good intensity on the defensive side by Jara Thorpe, trying to come away with a steal on the far wing. Iowa to play it in on the far sideline. Number 11, Piper Moore, to key it up. She'll inbound to Morrison. She picks up her dribble away from the hoop. Makes a long pass left wing. Back to the center. In the lane. Shot away is no good. Rebounded out to Gilman, and she'll bring it up for the Lady Cats. They lead at 13-6 here with 1:50 left on the clock in this first quarter of play. They'll find Paige Sawyer behind the arch. Her three ball away, no good. Grace Kuhlman there for the rebound. Put back, left-hander up off the rim, no good. Rims out, and Iowa comes away with the ball. They'll bring it across the timeline. Kelsey Morrison with the dribble. 1:30 on the clock, and Gilman with the steal. She's going to take it coast to coast, lay it up, lay it in. Bucket for Julia Gilman, and she's got 6 points on the night. 15-6, the Lady Cats lead it here as we approach 1 minute to go in our first quarter of play. Ball in the backcourt. Now they'll clear it ahead to Carson. Back out on the top side, they find Moore. set the offense as we go under that 1 minute mark. Thorpe picks up the defensive pressure right there. They look to the inside. Dribble drive down the lane. Shot up, no good, and we're going to have a whistle and a foul. That is Carson will go to the line to shoot a pair. Number 5, Paige Sawyer, picks up her first personal foul now, and that is the second team foul on the Lady Cats. At the charity stripe for the first free throw, number 10, Ellie Carson sinks the first free throw. She'll have another attempt as she leads the Phillies with 5 points tonight. 49.9 seconds on the clock. And she'll be there, eyes for the second free throw. It's on the way up and good. Now a 15-8 lead for the Lady Cats here. In the backcourt, Gilman will bring it up court for the Lady Cats. Calls out the play, looks to the right side, gives it to Young, looks back on the inside, no good, so they'll send it back out to Julia. Three-pointer away, no good. Rebounded high off the top, Colby Riley. Again, we've recognized that Iola's done a good job of rebounding against the Lady Cats, getting very few put-back attempts here in this first quarter of play. That's something that Coach Gilman will address at the quarter break for sure. On the top, Iola working, looks to the right wing on the give and go on the backside. Couldn't find the pass, and Gilman steals it. Here we come, 7 seconds on the wing. Young's going to drive at a floater off the rim, no good. Rebounded away to Iowa as the buzzer sounds, and we go to the end of our first quarter of action with the Burlington Lady Cats leading 15-8 as we put 1 quarter in the book. We're going to take a timeout back to the station, and we'll be back with Lady Cat basketball on the Dog.
You're in a hurry and your car won't start. And you need a jump. Or how about the time you locked your keys in the car? Or the time you hit that deer and smashed in the front end of your car? Or maybe you just need something hauled and you don't have a truck. Maybe you just need a tire changed. Call Jeff's Towing and Recovery, AAA provider at 785-213-1669. That's 785-213-1669. And remember, it's your choice who tows your vehicle.
Does fall weather make you dream of a new home? How about that remodeling project, such as a garage or room addition? Whatever your dreams are made of, First National Bank of Kansas has many favorable options for you. From refinancing to building projects, rates are still low, so why not check them out? See Paul and Kathy in Osage City, Chris and Craig in Waverly, or Donna and Craig in Burlington. First National Bank of Kansas, where dreams come true. Member FDIC, Equal Housing Lender.
Back to courtside with your voice of the Wildcats, Jim Hills on 97.7.
Lady Cat basketball tonight here on the Dog. The Tuesday night edition before Christmas break. The Lady Cats have back-to-back home games beginning tonight with the Iowa Phillies, a Pioneer League opponent, and they have had control in the first quarter of play, taking a 15-8 lead here as we get underway in the second quarter action. Bad pass turnover gives the ball from the Phillies back to the Lady Cats, where they'll play it from the end line. Good job by the Lady Cats on the defensive side tonight to stop Iowa from getting a run after they took a 4-0 lead to start the contest. Lady Cats came back on a 7-0 run, got the lead, and have kept control ever since. Paige Sawyer from the free throw line, shot away is no good, but she fights for the loose ball on the floor. Now she rolled over with possession. That's a turnover, and that'll give the ball back to Iowa. Full court pressure by the Lady Cats here on the inbound in the backcourt. They'll take it to the middle, look across the timeline. Of course, they'll bring it to Shelby. Trapped on the side. Sawyer gets the steal, gives it up to Young. She'll lay it up and in. Kirsten Young with the bucket, but credit that one to Paige Sawyer after the steal. Finding Kirsten going to the hoop and score the bucket for the Lady Cats. Across the timeline. Bad pass by the pressure defense. It's a turnover into the hands of Burlington. Number 11 checking back in on the floor for Iowa is Piper Moore. Moore, the junior, back into the lineup. Good ball handler. They look for her. Down low goes to Camry. Her shot away is no good, but she got fouled on her way to the hoop. That's going to send Camry Wagner to the line and shoot a pair for the Lady Cats. That was number 15, Shaylee Sutterby, getting her first personal foul. And Camry's first free throw on the way, but she'll be there for a second. Ball in her hands. Camry comes up to the line. This one rims off, no good. Rebound fought for, but it's off of definitely out of bounds, and that'll stay with Iowa to bring it in as the Lady Cats hold a 17-8 lead here with 6:57 remaining in the half. We have a injury timeout on the floor. One of the Iowa Phillies could be a nosebleed here as they got tangled up on that rebound. They're going to give her some medical attention on the end as we have a timeout to take care of the looking for an ice pack here. It looks like Coach Gilman and Coach Kuhlman coming over now with the towel and some ice for her. They'll take a 30-second timeout out on the court. The officials looking to see if they have any housekeeping to be done out on the court. And they do. They're going to have to bring in the janitor staff. So we're going to take it back to the station. We'll take a 1-minute timeout and be back with the Lady Cats leading 17-8 here at Burlington High. We're back in a minute.
Trust Point Insurance is truly an independent insurance agency. They have the unique ability to shop the marketplace for the insurance company that provides the best protection at the most competitive price and has the ability to write with over 30 different companies. Trust Point Insurance offices are located at 800 North 4th Street in Burlington and 902 Commercial Street in Emporia. Stop in or call today to set up a time that is convenient for you to discuss your auto, home, farm, business, crop, and life insurance, or visit them online at trustpointinsurance.net.
The staff at Diners Cafe, 1020 North 2nd Street in Burlington, wishes you a Merry Christmas and blessed New Year. If the hustle and bustle of the holiday season leaves you short on time and energy, come see us and we'll take one thing off your list, cooking a meal. We want to be your eatery of choice by providing an outstanding experience, friendly service, inviting atmosphere, and of course, great food. Diners Cafe. You'll find us next door to the Country Haven Inn, proud to support USD 244 activities.
When the lights come up on Friday and Saturday nights at high schools and colleges across the region, it's often on a field built by Crossland Construction. Many Crossland employees played on those fields and were educated in the schools that are thriving parts of our communities today. Crossland is a proud supporter of area athletics and urges you to be a part of your local school community. Many of the athletes playing today may help Crossland build across our region in the future. Check out career opportunities at Crossland.com. Crossland Construction, build you.
Back to courtside with your voice of the Wildcats, Jim Hills on 97.7 The Dawg.
Welcome back to Burlington Lady Cat basketball on the Dawg tonight. Lady Cats are hosting the Iowa Phillies here in Pioneer League action. First of two games this week here at home for the Lady Cats as they were on the road to open the season. First game a week ago Friday over at Prairie View got the victory. They had 3 games in Baldwin last week. They got a victory Monday and Tuesday night over Lewisburg and Anderson County, but met a tough Baldwin Bulldog lady team in the championship round on Friday night. Suffered a defeat there, but they learned what they're going to have to work on to improve to get to the caliber of those ladies from Baldwin. Colby Riley. Iowa bringing the ball up court on the inbound. They put it in the hands of Colby Riley, and she gets her second bucket of the night and narrow that lead to a 10-7 margin. But Kirsten Young answers immediately with a putback basket, and it's back to a 9-point margin for the Lady Cats. Across the timeline on the far side, Iowa brings it Looks to the top of the circle now in the hands of Riley. Picks up that dribble back to Moore on the near wing. They'll go right side to Holloway. She'll pick up the dribble. They can't penetrate the inside defense of the Lady Cats here. They've got to work it from the outside. Two tall post players playing up the top, but very little movement by Iowa. Holloway on the near side, ball high over her head. Looks to drive down the baseline, but we've got a hand check foul. Kirsten Young is going to be whistled for her first personal foul. And that is the third team foul on the Lady Cats. Iowa to play the ball in underneath their own bucket. Lady Cats leading at 19-10 here in the second quarter. We've got 5:55 on the clock remaining. Riley with the ball at the top of the circle. Spins, looks, skip pass to the right side. In the hands of Holloway now. Can't move with the dribble there. She'll bring it back to the top. Lob down low in the low paint. And a steal. Take away by Camry Wagner. Good defensive effort as that ball came down. Cam just ripped it right out of there for the possession. Depley looked at the three. Now she'll pull it back up. Puts it on the floor. She's going to the hoop. Block shot high over the top. Nice job going up to get that block away for the Phillies. Was number 10, Carson. She knocks it out of bounds, and it'll be Lady Cat basketball. Paige Sawyer to play it in for Burlington. Finds Gilman. Now they'll bring it back out to the wing, and Kirsten Young will start the offense for the Lady Cats. On the right wing, gives up to Sawyer. She'll dribble down the paint. Left-hand shot away, no good. Gets her own rebound. Out they go to Depley. Short shot off the rim, won't fall. Sawyer with the board again. Ball loose on the floor. And finally out to Kirsten Young. She's behind the arch, and that's the three ball for Kirsten. She was out on the edge waiting. Gets a steal and gets the putback. She goes to the hoop, and on the foul, she'll be at the charity stripe. Number 14 with the foul, Colby Riley picks up her first personal foul. And Kirsten, a chance for a 6-point run in about 12 seconds here. Kirsten steps to the charity stripe. Her first free throw on the way up and good. So she hits a three, hits a two, and hits a one. Lady Cats explode out to a 25-10 margin here. Now with 4:28, another steal. Kirsten picks up the loose ball, lays it up and in for the Lady Cats. And the run continues as we have a timeout on the floor by Iowa. They want to stop that run by the Lady Cats here at the 4:20 mark. A 30-second timeout here as the Lady Cats taking advantage of the turnovers by Iowa and converting them into point after point. Kirsten with 8 points in 30 seconds. That bumps your average up quickly as she is averaging 18 on the season. And tonight in the first half of play, Kirsten leads the way for the Lady Cats with 14. 27-10 margin. Lady Cats lead it here on their home court with 4:20 remaining in the first half of play against the Iowa Phillies. Lady Cats matched up with Iowa last year 3 times, twice during Pioneer League play, as they took a 54-36 win, a 45-35 victory, and then in the sub-state hosted at Parsons last year, they took on Iowa, won the qualifier to go to the state tournament with a 45-39 win. Lady Cats with a steal. They'll put the ball in the hands of Kuhlman. She's tied up down in the lane, the possession arrow pointing to Burlington. They'll play it in underneath their own basket here as Paige Sawyer will set for the Lady Cats. Calls the inbound play, looking for the cutter on the far side. Off the rim, the shot's no good. Sawyer with a putback is fouled, and she'll go to the line. Paige Sawyer stepping in after she inbounded the ball, got rebounding position, and she'll be there for 2 free throws. Piper Moore with the foul, her first of the night. and 5 team fouls on the Phillies. Paige couldn't connect on the first free throw attempt, but she'll be there for a second. Not in the scorebook yet tonight for Paige Slugger. The next free throw on the way is up and good for her first point. Checking in for the Lady Cats, number 22, Micah Watkins, now takes the floor for Burlington. She'll join Jara Thorpe, who just checked in also for the Lady Cats. A 28-10 margin. Ball loose on the floor. They release it out to Young. Drives the hoop. Shot on the way. It misses. Rebound put back by the Lady Cats. Camry Wagner filling the lane, but she's fouled on her shot. And Camry will go to the line for Burlington. That fifth whistle was on number 21, Chelsea Morrison. She picks up her first personal foul. And now 16 fouls on Iowa. Checking into the lineup for Iowa, number 15, Shaylee Sutterby. Back into the lineup, the senior for Iowa, as Camry steps up. Only senior on the Lady Cat roster this season. Camry couldn't find the spot, and this is that free throw. Hit the first one, the second one off. Her first point of the night. The Lady Cats chase down the ball in the corner, release it out to Kuhlman. She'll bring it up on the right wing. Gets it on the far side to Watkins. She lays it in low. Camry, nice move. Drop step down and under. Got her defender on the backside, and she scores it up for the Lady Cats. Out to a 20-point margin now. 30-10. Lady Cats lead it with 3 minutes remaining. Ball on the left wing now for Iowa. They're looking on the inside. Ball, was it tipped away? No, bad pass thrown away. The turnover goes to the Lady Cats as they have capitalized time and again on Iowa's turnovers. Thorpe will bring it across for the Lady Cats. Looks on the left wing, goes in the hands of Young. She'll dribble over the top side. Now down the lane. Nobody steps in. And Kirsten Young sinks a 6-footer for the Lady Cats. Pressure in the backcourt. Iowa brings it across the timeline. They'll put it in the hands of Sutterby. Now back on the top of the circle. They'll find Morrison with the dribble. But Thorpe with the steal. Defense comes to her. She stops and pops. It's not there. Rebound fought for. And Watkins comes out of there with it for the Lady Cats. Down low to Kuhlman. She drives the lane. And Grace Kuhlman gets the bucket as she went down the baseline and in for the score. 34-10. Lady Cats lead it here over the Iowa Lady Phillies as we approach the 2-minute mark in the first half. Ball loose on the floor. Everybody scrambles for it. Finally, Kirsten Young comes out of there with it. Lead out pass ahead goes to Kuhlman. She's trapped down low, but she traveled with it. That turnover sends it right back to Iowa. As Ashlyn Nibley and Julia Gilman check back on the floor for the Lady Cats here. With a minute 52 remaining in the first half. Coming to check in for Iowa, number 12. Back on the floor is Casey Shelby, the junior for the Phillies. Pressure in the backcourt. Just Thorpe in the backcourt. Pressure's the inlet. Now they'll take it high over the top. Goes right wing into the hands of Shelby. She'll look to the inside, but Thorpe cuts the pass. Gets the steal. And it's Lady Cat ball on the right-hand side. Tried to force the ball into Debley. It's off of Iowa, out of bounds. It'll stay with the Lady Cats to check in on the near side. In the lineup for the Lady Cats is Abby Dunn, making her first appearance of the evening here. As the Lady Cats will play it in to Gilman. At the top, Watkins comes around the dribble, lays it up with the left hand. Nice job as Micah Watkins goes down the lane, gets that ball to fall. Her first point of the night for the Lady Cats. We approach the 1-minute mark. The Lady Cats a 26-point margin over the Iowa Phillies here tonight. Bad pass. It goes into the backcourt. That turnover will be Lady Cat ball with 1 minute remaining on the clock. Watkins will play it in at the center stripe to Gilman. They'll set the offense for Burlington, and high post comes Dunn. Looks for Watkins, coming out to receive. She'll swing it to Thorpe. 3-ball away is no good. Gilman there for the rebound. She'll clear it back out to the near side. Spin over the top to Gilman. They'll start the offense all over again. Finds Dibley behind the arch. They'll swing it to Thorpe on the far wing. Now we've got a moving pick by the Lady Cats. That's going to be number 45, Abby Dunn, picking up her first personal foul. And the 14th foul on the Lady Cats here of the half. Nope. Iowa played in on the near side in front of the Iowa bench. And across the timeline, tips the ball out of bounds, but it stays in the hands of Iowa. Number 31 checking in for the Iowa Phillies tonight is Hunter Preston. And back on the floor, they'll take it on the right wing. Ball tipped, but it's out of bounds off the Lady Cats. Clock stopped with 24 seconds here. As number 21 checked in, Kelsey Morrison back into the lineup for the Phillies. On the far side, Iowa to play it in. Coming off the high cut, Morrison will take the inbound play. Sets the offense. Now they'll swing left wing. Into the hands of Riley. She'll put it on the board. Drive on Gilman to the right side. And a block shot, but no, that's Ashlyn Dibley. Went up for the block. Got a lot of ball with the left hand. But it looked like some body contact there as Ashlyn picks up her first personal, her second. Now 5 team fouls on the Lady Cats. Free throw on the way. Number 14, Colby Riley, picked up her first free throw. She's got 5 points on the night. As Riley and Carson's the only two Phillies to get in the scorebook. The second one won't fall home, in and out. And the Cats rebounded under 10 seconds. They'll have one more chance here before the halftime whistle. A turnover by the Lady Cats will give it right back to Iowa. They'll play it in on the near side. Up court comes Riley with the dribble. Looks to the right. She'll pop before the buzzer. It's off the back of the rim. No good. And we go to the halftime break with the Burlington Lady Cats leading Iowa 36-11 here at the end of one half of play. We're going to take it back to the studio, take a word from our sponsors tonight. As we get the stats from our first half of play, we'll return after this break. 3 minutes for our sponsors of Lady Cat basketball on the Dawg.
Trust Point Insurance is truly an independent insurance agency. They have the unique ability to shop the marketplace for the insurance company that provides the best production at the most competitive price and has the ability to write with over 30 different companies. Trust Point Insurance offices are located at 800 North 4th Street in Burlington and 902 Commercial Street in Emporia. Stop in or call today to set up a time that is convenient for you to discuss your auto, home, farm, business, crop, and life insurance, or visit them online at trustpointinsurance.net.
Sports socks can be fashionable. Prescription Center, the pharmacy inside Hooper Thriftway, has the Touch brand of compression socks. These combed cotton knee-high support socks offer a snug, stylish fit and feel luxuriously smooth against the skin. Sizes for men and women are available in timeless patterns and colors. Buy the softest compression socks on the market today at Prescription Center, 312 Cross Street. Prescription Center, the pharmacy inside Hooper Thriftway, 620-364-5523.
If you've got just the right paint color in mind, don't settle for anything less. Head to Burlington Building Materials, located at 626 Neosho in Burlington, and experience a brand new paint department brought to you by Do It Best Quality Paints. Your home is your canvas, and whether you're looking for a functional neutral or a pop of the trending hue, the Colors Journeys experience at Burlington Building Materials has all the tools you need to help your vision come to life. Colors Journeys, your destination for inspiration.
In life, there are people, places, and things known as exceptional. There is a place like that in Garnett, Kansas. Hi, this is Brian Steffens, and I'm talking about Beckman Motors. Everywhere you go, you'll see vehicles with the Beckman Motors name on them. We want to show you how exceptional we are. The next time you decide to buy a new Ford or Chevy or any pre-owned vehicle, do yourself a favor and come to Beckman Motors in Garnett and experience what it's like to buy a vehicle from exceptional people in an exceptional place. Beckman Motors on Highway 59 in Garnett, Kansas, selling new Fords and Chevrolets along with pre-owned vehicles for a long, long time and doing it exceptionally well every day.
Stop by Hoover's Thriftway in Burlington for amazing deals on already low prices. And this week, Best Choice Spiral Sliced Ham, $1.79 a pound. And Cook's Shank Bone-In Half Ham, $1.49 a pound. Best Choice Russet Potatoes, 10-pound bag, $2.99. And Best Choice Granulated Sugar, 4-pound bag, $1.39. And Best Choice 8-ounce Cream Cheese, 99 cents. Hoover's Thriftway, 314 Cross Street in Burlington. Sale ends December 24th.
The staff at Diners Cafe, 1020 North 2nd Street in Burlington, wishes you a Merry Christmas and blessed New Year. If the hustle and bustle of the holiday season leaves you short on time and energy, come see us and we'll take one thing off your list, cooking a meal. We want to be your eatery of choice by providing an outstanding experience, friendly service, inviting atmosphere, and of course, great food. Diners Cafe. You'll find us next door to the Country Haven Inn, proud to support USD 244 activities.
Courtside with your voice of the Wildcats, Jim
Diners
Hills
Cafe,
on
okay.
97.7 The Dawg.
on the far wing. Ball high over her head is Holloway. Looks down low, but the inlet pass the Phillies traveled, and the turnover goes to the Lady Cats. They'll play it in the backcourt, leading 38-11 here as we are just underway in the third quarter. Debley from the high post gives it up to Camry Wagner. She looks inside, can't get the pass there. She'll bring it back out. Now they go down low. No, tipped away off of Gilman's hand into the hands of Debley. Picks up the loose ball. It's off the mark, and Iowa will board it up. They've done a good job of not giving the Lady Cats those second chance points down in the paint with good rebounding position. Iowa on the far wing on the side. They'll bring it to the top of the circle now, work back out on the wing. Ball in the hands on the far side of number 14, Colby Riley. She'll lay it down low. A shot away is no good. Gets the ball back in hand by Carson. Now the Phillies will bring it out to the top of the key. And we have a lane violation, 3 seconds down low. A little bit of unorthodox-looking moves down in the paint. That ball comes out to Burlington, and they'll play it up court, leading 38-11 here over the Phillies. At the free throw line, up with the jump shot, number 20, Kirsten Young, in with the bucket, as she has matched her season average of 18 points here early in the third quarter of play. Ball high over the top. They look down low on the left wing. Step through, shot away, no good. Rebounded out of there by Young, and the Lady Cats will bring it across. Down low to Debley. Her step-back shot is up and good. Ashlyn Debley gets the bucket as she hustles up court, beats the defense back, and gets her 6th point of the night. Ball on the far side. Holloway with the dribble drive. Shot away is no good. And Madison Holloway will be going to the line to shoot a pair for the Phillies. That whistle and a foul is on number 21, Ashlyn Debley. She'll pick up her first personal foul. Now 2 team fouls on the Lady Cats. Holloway steps to the line. Her free throw is up. On the way, that's good. Her first point of the night for Madison Holloway. And checking in is Grace Gulman and Shara Thorpe. Both return to the lineup for the Lady Cats. Holloway, too, set for her second free throw. This one is on the way, arched up and all net. Her first 2 points of the night. And it is a 42-13 margin. The Lady Cats lead it. They'll kick it out to Thorpe. Her three on the way, no good. Chases down the loose ball, but it's out of bounds, and that will be Philly basketball. In the backcourt to bring the ball up for Iowa, Kelsey Morrison with the dribble across the timeline. Picked up by the defensive pressure there. On to reach in, we're going to have a foul on Shara Thorpe. She picks up her second personal. And the third team foul on the Lady Cats as Iowa will play it in on the near wing. Stepping out of bounds is Ellie Carson to key it up for Iowa. Looks out and finds Morrison. Post ball stolen away by Thorpe. Lays it up and lays it in. Shara Thorpe making the most of that turnover. Gets her 5th point of the night. And the Lady Cats on a 6-2 run to open this third quarter. Ball up quickly by the Phillies. Shot away is no good. Rebounded back out. 3-pointer away is no good. Ball again in the hands of Iowa. They are doing a great job of banging the boards here to get those second and even as much as a third shot now. Morrison with the ball on the right wing. Drives the baseline into Thorpe, and she's tied up right there. Shara Thorpe, good defensive positioning down at the baseline. Got off the dribbler and got control of that ball. The tie-up sends the possession arrow to the Lady Cats, and they'll play it in on the end line with 4:44 remaining in the third quarter. Up court, Gulman at the high post, looks right side. Too Young, forced in but tipped away, and that turnover goes to Iowa. They'll bring it back and work to Morrison on the far side. Thorpe on the reach in. Couldn't get the steal there. Now back on top, they'll find Moore. Looks right wing into the hands of Riley. She'll skip pass over the top. Dribble drive down the baseline, but we've got we're going to have a foul here. Looked like she had dribbled off her foot out of bounds, but it was Grace Kuhlman that is whistled for the foul. Her first foul and the 14th foul on the Lady Cats. Now the ball out into the open court. Morrison picks up her dribble. She'll lay it on the near side to Riley. She'll set back out to the top of the circle with the dribble on the left wing. Picks up that dribble, has to look and skip to the far side. Shot away, no good. Rebound sophomore down on the floor, and with the tie-up, Gilman goes down and secures possession, but she's tied up. And with the possession arrow pointing to Iowa, we have substitutes checking in. That's number 5, Paige Sawyer, and 35, Camry Wagner back onto the floor again for the Lady Cats. Iowa to play it in. Look out high over the top. They'll bring it on the wing to Moore. Look back down low into the paint. Shot up and away. No good, but on the way to the hoop, we've got a whistle and a foul. Official will come to the scorer's stand as number 14, Jarrah Thorpe, is whistled for her third personal. Checking into the lineup, number 35, Kendra Sprague, will make her first appearance for Iowa. Also, number 23, returning to the floor, is Madison Holloway. For the Lady Cats, number 22, Micah Watkins, returns to the floor. As to the charity stripe, number 4 stands up. 14, that is Colby Riley, connecting with the free throw. It's a 42-14 margin. Lady Cats lead it here over the Iowa Phillies with 3:33 remaining in the third quarter of play. Young works down in the paint. Turnaround shot is up and in. Kirsten Young, good footwork down low as she got the defender on her hip and rolled to the hoop. Quickly up court, a three-pointer on the way for Iowa. It's off the mark, and Watkins boards it up for the Lady Cats. She'll clear it to Young across the timeline. Looks to the high post, finds Kuhlman. She'll put it on the floor, dribble drive all the way to the hoop. She's fouled, and Grace Kuhlman will be going to the line for the Lady Cats and shoot a pair. Number 14, Colby Riley, picks up her second personal foul. Only the first team foul on Iowa here in the second half of play. On the way with the shot, Grace, nothing but net, and she'll be there for a second free throw opportunity. This one is on the way hard off the back of the rim. Camry Wagner chases down the loose ball, clears it to Grace. Back to Camry under the paint, up and in. Good job by teamwork there as Grace Kuhlman saw Camry down low. The defense had slacked off, and Camry gets the bucket. 49-14, Lady Cats lead it here as we approach the 2-minute mark here in the third quarter of play. Dribble drive to the hoop is no good, and Wagner boards it up for the Lady Cats. Up court quickly, they put it in the hands of Young. Drive to the hoop won't go, but she gets a putback up and in for Kirsten Young. Stayed right on the mark, tracking that ball as it rimmed off, and she was in perfect position for the putback. Ball loose on the floor, now back in the hands of the Phillies. They look to the top of the circle. Coming out the far side is Riley. On a reach in, we're going to have a whistle and a foul, number 22.
The MyTown Media Station.
Rock and roll can save the world.
Classic rock. KSNP 97.7 Burlington.
The Flint Hills Classic Rock Station. 97.7 The Dawg.
Come to the bench as Julia Gilman checks back in for Burlington. And Katie Mefford checks in for the Lady Cats. They'll inbound on the far side. Now bring it over the top of the circle. Down low on the wing. Can't do anything with that shot. Moore takes a three off the front of the rim. No good. And Mefford boards up for the Lady Cats. She's just in the lineup and gets her first rebound of the night. Watkins out at the top. Kuhlman will drive the lane, splits the defense, goes up with the left hand, and Grace Kuhlman now 5 points on the night. And the Lady Cats over the mark. They're 53-14 over Iowa. We approach the 1 minute mark, drive to the lane. We've got a whistle and a foul stops action. Cats are over the limit for the bonus as number 22, Micah Watkins, picks up her first personal foul. But here at the 1:23 mark of the third quarter, the Lady Cats have been whistled for 7 fouls, and number 11, Piper Moore, will be at the line for 1 plus a bonus. First free throw on the way. No, rims off, but Iowa chasing the ball down. It's off of the Phillies out of bounds, and the Lady Cats will have possession. They'll play it in on the end line to bring it across. On the near wing, they'll put it in the hands of Sawyer. Ball high over her head. Now she'll bring it back out to the top of the circle, and they'll start that high post run all over again. Kuhlman goes to Sawyer behind the arch. Her three is up and in. Paige Sawyer had her feet set when she received that pass. Says, I'm up. I'm on it for a three-pointer. 6 points on the night for Paige. They'll feed the ball down in low. Turnaround shot won't go, and Julia Gilman boards it for the Lady Cats. Under a minute to play here in the third quarter of action tonight on the home court of the Lady Cats, their first game at home all season long. They feed it inside Mefford, but it's out of bounds off her fingertips. And substitutes come in for Burlington. That is number 31, Grace Hess, and number 34, Jalen Griffith, into the lineup now for Burlington. 25 seconds on the clock. Iowa with the ball in the front court. Dribble drive, shot off the rim, won't go for more. She couldn't buy the bucket, and Julia Gilman boards out for Burlington. 10 seconds to work. High post to Griffith. Back to Gilman. Thought about the three. Now back to Griffith. Ball down low. Mefford. Somebody come out of there with that scramble. Nobody got the shot away, but it wouldn't fall, and we go to the end of 3 quarters of play with the Burlington Lady Cats on top of the Iowa Phillies, 56-14, and we're going to be right back with the fourth quarter action. We'll take a 1 minute break and return on the Dog.
Make reversing your vehicle easier and clearer with the HD dash cam, just $39.99. And make working easier with this 26-piece screwdriver set with rack, just $19.99. And help your car last with the Pennzoil Converter Motor Oil, only $3.99 a quart. Offer good through December 31st or while supplies last. Caldwell's Auto Parts, 423 Kennedy Street in Burlington.
Hi, this is Colin Sleazer with Alpha Roofing, LLC in Burlington. We specialize in residential and commercial roofing and have become one of the most respected roofing companies in Northeast Kansas. Customer service is our #1 priority, and knowing that your home or business is safe in our hands is what makes this licensed contractor your #1 choice. If it's a repair or an entire roof, we have the knowledge and skills to get the job done right. Stop in at 213 North 3rd Street, Burlington, or check out our website at www.alpharoofers.com. Alpha Roofing, your hometown roofing expert.
Back to courtside with your voice of the Wildcats, Jim Hills on 97.7 The Dog.
Welcome back to Burlington Lady Cat basketball on the Dog as the Lady Cats outscore Iowa this quarter 20-3 and extend that lead to a 56-14 margin as we start the fourth quarter play. This will be a running clock action with more than a 30-point lead in the fourth quarter per Pioneer League policy. So we'll have fast action to finish up tonight's ladies game. Down low, Iowa with the shot on the turnaround. We're going to go to the charity stripe here as number 13 will set Michaela Bycroft going to the line to shoot 2. Thorpe picking up her 4th personal foul. And Bycroft a chance to get her first point on the board. But the first one won't fall. And she'll be there for a second free throw attempt. Cameron Wagner, Ashlyn Dibley, and Kirsten Young all check back in for the Lady Cats here. Shot is away. It's up and good for Bycroft, her first point of the night. And full court pressure by the Phillies. On the far side, Thorpe with the ball. Goes down low to Dibley. Under for the shot. It's away. No good. And we've got a whistle and a foul. That's going to send Ashlyn Dibley to the charity stripe to shoot a pair for the Lady Cats. Number 15 with the whistle, Shaylee Sutterby picks up her second personal and the team's second foul. As Dibley's at the line, first free throw is on the way, is up and good. And she'll be there for a second. Ashlyn with 7 points on the night as she'll set for the number 8 here at the charity stripe. On the dribble, now the shot, it's up and good. Ashlyn with the 2 for 2 at the charity stripe. And we have a substitute checking in. That's number 10, Ellie Carson, on floor again for Iowa. With 5:25 on the clock, the Lady Cats lead it 58-15 here over the Phillies. Looking on the inside, not there. They'll have to pull it out to the top. Swing it around the ring to Riley. Now looks to the top of the circle. Back on top, they'll find more. Pass to the wing, goes through, pops out to the left side. Not there. Now they'll work it. Holloway with the dribble, puts the ball loose on the floor. Now we've got a tie-up. Possession arrow to Iowa. They'll play it in underneath their own bucket as Julia Gilman checks back onto the floor. Also, Zoe Caldwell.
Number 45, Abby Dunn.
And Abby Dunn back on the floor for the Lady Cats to finish up this fourth quarter. 4:41 left to play on the contest. Shot is up and good. Number 10 with the shot is Carson. She gets the bucket. She'll be at the line as number 45, Abby Dunn, picks up her second personal foul. And to the line steps Carson. She hit 2 for 2 in that first quarter. Perfect at the line with her third free throw. And leading the way with 9 points tonight for Iowa. 58-18. Lady Cats lead it with 4 minutes remaining on the clock. Of course, they'll come on the right side. Dunn, the ball stripped away into the hands of Caldwell. They'll work right side to Dibley. Caldwell, turnaround shot, up and good. So a first varsity points here for the Lady Cats. And she's in the book. On the right-hand wing, inlet pass goes low to Moore. Her shot away is no good. And Caldwell with the rebound. Up court comes Gilman on the near wing. She'll pull it out and start the offense. Goes to the high post. Dunn with the ball on the right side. Gives it back up near side to Grace Hess. Now Caldwell looking across to Gilman. Thought about it. Now back to Caldwell, an 18-footer on the way. Shot off the rim, no good. It's out of bounds, and that'll stay with the Lady Cats as Grace Kuhlman and Paige Sawyer check back in for Burlington. And the Lady Cats will play it in underneath their own bucket. Looking for the cutter, coming to the left-hand side. Not there. Now they go into Kuhlman in the paint. Her shot away is no good. Tipped out to Page, and Sawyer sinks the bucket for the Lady Cats. A 62-18 margin now for the Lady Cats with 2:32 on the clock. We'll get a whistle and a foul. That'll stop play on the hold penalty. Number 2, Caldwell, is whistled for her first personal foul. With 10 team fouls, that's going to send number 21, Kelsey Morrison, to the line, and she'll be shooting the double bonus for Iowa. Lady Cats with 10 team fouls now. For Iowa. First free throw is on the way. It's short off the front of the rim, no good, but she'll be in line for a second. As substitutes back in, that is Watkins, Griffith, and number 40, Katie Mefford, back in for the Lady Cats. At the stripe, second free throw is on the way. Hard off the rim, no good. Mefford got the ball stolen away underneath there. Iowa comes out of that with it. Down low in the paint, shot away is no good. This time, Mefford reaches in. She's whistled for the foul. And for 10, Ellie Carson muscles it up for the bucket. She'll be going to the line and shooting the free throw also. Carson will step to the line here as she's in double figures with 11 points. And a chance to go with a even dozen. No, that shot won't fall. Now we've got a tie-up on the rebound. It's Lady Cat basketball as we approach the 1-minute mark here. Lady Cats leading 62-20 here over the Iowa Phillies. Across the timeline comes Caldwell, finds Watkins at the top of the circle. Now Mefford at the high post. Back to Grace Hess. Mefford at the wing. Hess at the free throw line. Her shot away, no good. Rebound fought for, everybody chasing. Ball's out of bounds on the far side, and it'll stay with the Lady Cats. They'll play it in underneath their own bucket with 20 seconds remaining. Run that offense under the bucket. Out to Hess. She's behind the arch. Three-pointer is up and good. Grace Hess with her first varsity bucket, and it's a big three. Iowa comes up court. One more chance. Picks up the dribble. Gets it away on the near side. Holloway chases the ball down. It's out of bounds, and the buzzer sounds. That's the end of the ball game with the Burlington Lady Cats taking a 65-20 win over the Iowa Phillies here tonight on the Lady Cats home court. We're going to get our stats together from the victory tonight. We'll take it back to the station for a 2-minute timeout with our sponsors, and we'll return with the Lady Cats wrap of their victory tonight. Bobby, we're back into...
We're kicking off the football season at Burlington Auto Supply with a full field of savings on your fall tune-ups. Autolite spark plugs at $1.99 and Wix filters at $2.95 will get your vehicles ready to hit the road as you follow the Cats to all their home and road games. Stop by for our Saturday specials following each Wildcat victory at Burlington Auto Supply, your bumper-to-bumper parts store on Neosho Street in Burlington. Let's go, Cats!
When it comes to the health of you and your family, choosing the right pharmacist is just as important as choosing the right doctor. Find a pharmacist that's right for you at your local Medicine Shop pharmacy. More than a healthcare advisor, they take the time to get to know you and to personally answer all your healthcare questions and concerns. Make the right choice. Choose a Medicine Shop pharmacist. The Medicine Shop Pharmacy in Burlington, Kansas. Caring beyond prescriptions.
Ready to go?
Almost. Just have to stop at the bank, get a few money orders, to pay some bills.
Well, why don't you just write the checks yourself?
I can't.
Still? I thought you were back on your feet financially.
I am, but I never thought starting from square one would take this long.
For a second chance at a banking relationship, it's Central Time. Whatever the reason, life happens. You might have had a checking account that was overdrawn when it was closed. And finding a bank who will let you start with a clean slate can be a challenge. That's why Central National Bank offers New Opportunity Checking. Write checks, use a Visa check card, and enjoy free online banking and free ATM use at Central National Bank ATMs. Plus, you have a place to cash your checks. Ask about New Opportunity Checking from Central National Bank. It's money for life, the way we live today. Some restrictions and fees apply.
Central National Bank, money for life.
Member FDIC in your hometown since 1884.
Back to Courtside with your voice of the Wildcats, Jim Hills on 97.7 The Dawg.
Welcome back to Burlington Wildcat Lady Cat basketball on the Dawg. And the Lady Cats get the victory tonight here in their first home game of the varsity season, a 65-20 win over the Iowa Phillies. Iowa scored the first 4 points of the contest, and from there on out, it was Lady Cats all the way as they led it at the end of the first quarter break, 15-8. They tacked on 20 more in that second quarter to extend the lead out to a 36-11 margin. Again, defense clamped down on Iowa, holding them to only 3 points in the third quarter as the Lady Cats extend to a 42-point spread at the end of the third. And with a running clock in the fourth quarter, they finished the game a 65-20 winner here tonight over Iowa. Iowa, one lady in double figures. That was Ellie Carson with 11 points and Kobe Riley with 6 points. 2 points on the night for Madison Holloway as she got hers on 2 for 2 from the free throw line. And Michaela Bycroft also got her point from the charity stripe tonight. Lady Cats had a full-fledged scoring machine tonight. Number 2, Zoe Caldwell got a 2-pointer. Grace Hess got a 3-pointer in that fourth quarter for their first varsity points of the night. Michael Watkins with 2 points tonight. Then 5 points each for Grace Kuhlman, Jara Thorpe, and Camry Wagner as those three match up. 6 points from Julia Gilman, all of those coming in the first quarter of action. And then 2 players with 8 points, Faith Sawyer and Ashlyn Dipley in the books for the Lady Cats. Leading the way, Kirsten Young tonight, a big first half with 16 points on her way to 22 on the season. So the Lady Cats get the victory here in their first home game. They'll be back on the floor again Friday night as they take on the Wellsville Eagles to host another Pioneer League team on Friday. If you can't make it to the game, tune us in right here on 97.7 The Dawg, your home for Lady Cat and Wildcat basketball all season long. We're going to wrap it up here, get our books ready for the boys' game. That'll be coming to you in about 15 minutes. We'll send it back to